So today we're going to do a figure piped lion, a 3D lion. We're going to make him in a little bit of a jungle scene, which means we're going to put some leaves down so that he's kind of lying in them. Helps to fill up our cupcake. So this is one that we've seen before, only we're going to make a larger pad, and this leaf is going to be nice and ruffled. We want to create a background for our lion. I'm using my pressure control as well as my ruffle motion to push out, create a nice full leaf. Using a 104 rose chip to create the leaves. Okay, so you can see we've created a nice little pad for our lion. So because this is a children's cupcake, I'm creating a nice lemony color for our lion. He could be a little more brown than that if you want him to be more accurate, but for now we're doing a lemony yellow and a nice large round tip. So we're going to get down in here in the bed that we've made for our lion. So a figure piped body, our tip needs to build, but it's going to stay down in what we're building so that we create a nice big fat body. I'm going to start to squeeze and slightly rotate as I squeeze, very lightly. You can see it's starting to build. I want a nice fat kind of a butt, and then I'm going to move my rotation forward and release. I'm going to go back in, give him a little bit of haunches. Okay, now I want to create his little paws, and I'm going to let those hang over the edge. Just a nice even squeeze. Now I'm going to create the most important part, which is his head. We're going to use the same motion. We're just not going to move forward. We need a nice round head. Squeeze, start my slight round motion. You can see the tip starts to be buried. As I continue to squeeze, I'm getting a nice big fat head. And in children's figure piping, you want the heads to be very large, out of proportion to the rest of the body. So for the face, I'm going to switch to a slightly smaller writing tip, round tip. I'm going to give him his two ears first. Squeeze, let it build and release so I have a nice tip. Squeeze, let it build and release so I have a nice tip. So I'm going to start way up here at the top of his head to make the muzzle. Squeeze, begin to build, let it build out. And I kind of want to create a nice triangle at the end. We're going to give him a little bit of a chin. Then I'm going to switch colors. Okay, I'm going to give him some nice round cheeks here. And switch bags to give him his eyes. I'll create a little elliptical shape in here. Okay, we're going to go back over that and give him some brows. Next, we're going to give him his mane. So I've striped a bag with some yellow and some brown, some dark brown. And we're just going to begin to touch, squeeze, and pull. So while we're at it, let's not forget our lion's tail. So now we're going to give him his little features. I've got just a paper bag here that I've cut the tip, very small tip. We've got some black in there. We're going to give him some claws. We're going to squeeze, build, and pull. Release gives us our nice tip. Squeeze, let it build and pull. Pull. And on the pull is when you release completely. We're going to give him his nice smile. Gentle, even pressure. We're going to give him his whiskers. Squeeze and pull. Release on the pull. We're going to use 3 for balance. Want to give him his nice triangle cat nose. We're going to give him his eyes. Make sure they're nice and centered. And then you're going to give him an eyelash. And there's our handsome lion cupcake.